Hey everyone, are you ready to learn something super cool? Today, we're going to put on our thinking caps and become code detectives.
So, let me ask you something. Have you ever told a toy robot to do a really cool dance move, and instead it just spins around and around in a circle? It's kind of funny, right? But it just means the instructions got a little jumbled up.
Well, guess what? The exact same thing can happen with computers. And when a computer's instructions get mixed up, we have a special name for it. We call it a bug. And don't worry, it's not a real, icky insect hiding in there.
So, what is a computer bug? It's really just a little mistake in the code. You know, an error in the instructions we give the computer. So whenever something wacky happens in a game or an app, it's probably because of one of these little mistakes.
And believe it or not, one tiny bug can change everything. For example, we want our cool cat character to jump up and down. But, whoops, because of a bug, the cat just lies down for a nap instead. The instructions were wrong, so the cat did the wrong thing.
But here's the good news. We have a superpower to fight these bugs, and it's called debugging. Debugging is just the amazing skill of finding those little mistakes and fixing them so the program works exactly the way we want it to.
And this is where you get to be the hero. To be a great debugger, you have to think just like a detective. So go on, grab your imaginary magnifying glass and your detective hat, because we're about to solve some mysteries.
That's right. Solving problems is all about finding out what went wrong and figuring out how to make it right. It's like being a detective on the hunt for sneaky clues. Every bug is just a little puzzle waiting for you to solve it.
Every great detective has a secret toolkit, and ours is asking 3 very important questions. First, what was my code supposed to do? Then, what did it actually do instead? And finally, the most important one, how can I fix it? These 3 questions will help you solve almost any code mystery.
So, what do these clues even look like? Well, a lot of bugs are just the same few mistakes that happen over and over again. Let's learn how to spot these sneaky clues.
These are the 4 biggest clues you'll find. Sometimes the code blocks are just in the totally wrong order. Other times you'll see blocks that are kind of floating by themselves, not connected to anything. Oh, and a really common one is forgetting that green flag block that starts the whole thing. And of course, sometimes we just use the wrong block by accident.
Let's think about order for a minute. If you were making a delicious sandwich, would you put the top slice of bread on before you put on all the yummy stuff in the middle?
Of course not. That would be a silly, messy sandwich. You have to follow the steps in the right order. Well, code is exactly the same. If your blocks are in the wrong order, your program might do something totally wacky.
Okay, what about this one? What happens when you're doing a jigsaw puzzle and some pieces are just lying off to the side, not connected to anything? Well, they aren't really part of the picture, are they? That's exactly what a floating block is like in code. If it's not snapped in, the computer just ignores it completely.
All right, detective, you've found the clues. Now it's time to solve the case. Let's talk about how to fix these bugs once you've spotted them. Fixing bugs is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, make sure all your blocks are snapped together, no floaters. Second, read your blocks from top to bottom and check that they're in an order that makes sense. And third, the fun part, test your program by clicking that green flag to see if you solved it.
Here's a super detective tip for you. Instead of building your entire program and then testing it, try testing it right after you add each new block. That way, if a bug pops up, you'll know exactly which block caused the problem. It makes finding clues so much easier.
Let's try one together. Imagine you coded your character to hop, but when you press the green flag, it just turns around in a circle. What do you think the problem is? Which sneaky clue are we looking at here?
You got it. You used the wrong type of block. The fix is easy. Just take out that turn block and replace it with a hop block. See? Fixing a bug is simple once you've found the right clue.
Wow, look at you. You've learned all the secrets to finding and fixing bugs. You are officially a super debugger. Let's quickly go over everything we learned today.
So let's remember the important stuff. A bug is just a little mistake, not a scary monster. Debugging is our superpower for fixing those mistakes. Always ask your 3 big detective questions and keep your eyes open for clues like blocks being in the wrong order or not connected.
And here's something really important to remember. Making mistakes is totally normal. Every single person who writes code has to debug. Even the expert programmers who create your favorite video games spend a lot of time being code detectives too.
Congratulations, You've learned the skills, you know the secret questions, and you can spot the sneaky clues. You are now an official code detective. Now, what mystery will you solve next?